7:54 is the time. So you will know this Sunday marks Father's Day, when dads up and down the country will be maybe treated to some quality time with their families.
The rapper Professor Green is going to be joining them this year. He's a lockdown dad. His son was born earlier this year, and he's learnt the ropes of fatherhood, setting up an online support network for fellow dads. And I'm delighted to say, joins us now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Do you want to know a little
Good.
secret? On the script there was your son's name, and I didn't want to get it wrong.
Just scared of how to pronounce it.
Yeah,
it would have been more
I didn't want to get it wrong.
His name is Slimane. It's the Arabic version of Solomon, which means man of peace. Actually, his name backwards from surname to first name means great wise man of peace. So no pressure on the little man.
That is lovely. Has he been a man of peace over the last year?
For the most part, I mean, so he's not been here. Well, he's been here in some capacity for a year now, as he's just turned 3 months old. But he's only been here for just over 3 months. And it was a little bit like he came in and dialed it down, because I think as parents, you have all of these preconceived ideas about how you want to teach your child and what you want them to learn. And that's where projection comes in. You know, some people wanting their child to be everything that they never were. In my case, it'd just be wanting my child not to be anxious and to feel secure, which he does, hopefully. But he's waking up a bit now. I've been up on and off since 3 o'clock this morning. But I'm managing to string a sentence together, which is better than I do some mornings.
Well, yeah, I tell you what, you've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. I'm very impressed that you're holding it together at all.
Yeah, but I mean, we go to bed as early as we can now. He started going down quite early. So it's just, yeah, you end up just following them. It's them that teaches you, and they kind of tell you, you know, when they need their nappy changed, when they want playtime, when they want to go to bed. And you kind of have to go through the tick list. It's, yeah, it's a bit of trial and error in the beginning, but it's been fun learning on the job.
Where is he now? Is he having a bit of a kip? What's going on?
I was going to say he just walked in. He's not walking.
That is one developed child.
He's in the living room with his mum. They just walked in, and I just handed Kareem my coffee.
Now, can I ask you a more philosophical question? As practical stuff can be hard. When you become a father, have you had any of those moments when you know the responsibility, the thought process about how it changes you, that, you know, all of that stuff? I know sometimes you can have a moment, I don't know, when things have been a bit rough, and then you have a moment and you sit back and you go, wow, I've got a lot on my hands now. Have you had any of those moments?
There's been a few. The first time you hold your child in the hospital, like, I'm not someone who would, you know, some of my friends have been like, oh yeah, take my baby, and I've been like, nah, you're all right. Throughout my whole life, I had no experience with younger siblings, and so this is all brand new for me. You know, in the hospital when I was handed him, I was like, I don't want to break him, but then you quite quickly learn how to hold a child safely. And it becomes a less scary prospect. And then beyond that, it's like, okay, the first nappy needs changing. And I was like, right, yep, I'll do it. Pampers, I know what I'm doing. I've heard of them. And then you go, okay, I actually don't know what I'm doing. Surely this can't be as complicated as it now seems. And when you're in the eye of the storm, and, you know, there's been perhaps, I think they're called tsunamis, an explosion, and you're there trying to get everything done, and you're like holding his feet up, and it kind of, it's non-stop hilarity, to be honest. And I think that's the most important thing, is that you remember to laugh, because throughout the tiredness, which it is, I don't think anyone really is honest with you, not completely honest, until you have a child, and then everyone goes, yeah, it's hard, isn't it? I've never had anything that's been that's made me so consistently tired but so overwhelmingly happy. And just as you get to kind of like, and it can feel like your wit's end at times, and then, you know, he or she, in my instance, he, you know, Maine will just pass wind or laugh, or both at the same time, and then you laugh, and everything is reset and good.
You know, it's interesting, Professor Green. We were talking to Emma Bunton, who's released a book about the first year of babyhood, of being a parent with a new baby, and the tired thing, that absolutely runs as a theme throughout it. You decided to set up this support network for dads. How's that going? Yeah. What kind of, you know, back and forth goes on with this network?
So much, and it's you know, the whole idea behind it is it's on Instagram, and it's called the Unlikely Dads Club, and the whole point for it really was not just to educate myself, but to create a safe space where everyone could talk in. When I put my first post up to announce the new channel on Instagram, I said, you know, mothers aren't welcome, they're required. You know, we need to all collaborate on this. It should be a collaborative effort. And it's been amazing working with Pampers, because in the last year, they've done a study during lockdown, and, you know, 9 out of 10 fathers have had a much more present role in childcare, which I think is amazing. But I think with that, you also run the risk of, you know, becoming a much more supportive and understanding partner, but also a much more annoying one, because you contribute to things that you perhaps wouldn't otherwise, which is great in some instances, or, you know, when you don't get things quite right, can be quite annoying. And, you know, you are learning on the job. I think especially as, you know, so many of us, and this was another important part about the channel, is that we're all doing this in isolation in some way, shape or form. And, you know, some of us have grown up with absent parents. So it's, where does that teaching and learning come from? You know, I didn't have any experience with children before now. So it's just been amazing to start conversations around things like sleep, like bowel habits. I was born with a defect in my digestive tract, so I was really worried that my son was going to be born with the same thing. He wasn't. I had eczema. I was like, all right, what are the best things that I can use? What are the best things for sensitive skin? And, you know, just conversations around little things like that, around sleep and around routine, and when's good to try and implement these things. And I kind of had a bit of an ad hoc approach in that I didn't really want to have too many preconceived ideas. I just wanted to try and use a little bit of intuition.
Do you know what, Professor Green? I think the way you're talking about it is very heartwarming, apart from anything else. And you seem very, very calm. Maybe it's a calm in the eye of the storm in your household. But look, have a lovely Father's Day, and it's been really nice catching up. Good luck with everything.
Lovely to see you both. Take care.
You too. Bye. Also, winning because he had what seemed like a clean shirt and T-shirt on.
Yes.
Do you know, some of those are the little victories.